This is the Cholo News Report for Thursday 27 December 2018. U.S. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump make an unannounced post-Christmas visit to troops at the al-Asad air base in Iraq. Mr. Trump, his wife and National Security Advisor John Bolton traveled on Air Force One to al-Asad air base, west of the capital Baghdad, to meet military personnel in the base's restaurant. During the visit he got a standing ovation from troops as he entered a dining hall and walked around greeting them, posing for selfies and signing autographs. Mr. Trump had planned to spend Christmas at his private golf club in Florida, but stayed behind in Washington because of the current partial government shutdown. The president used his visit to al-Asad air base to amplify his call to draw down the U.S. presence in foreign wars and assert his personal influence over the military at a moment of tremendous turmoil at the Pentagon. After months of public pressure for him to spend time with troops deployed to conflicts in the Middle East and Central Asia, Trump touched down at the joint U.S. Iraqi base west of Baghdad after a secret flight from Washington. Trump, who spent the holiday at the White House amid a partial federal government shutdown, departed Joint Base Andrews near Washington aboard Air Force One at 12:06 a.m. Wednesday. After a 53-day trek, American pro-endurance athlete Colin O'Brady becomes the first person to cross Antarctica alone and unaided. After a day which was like being in the inside of a ping-pong ball, O'Brady said, he was grateful to have negotiated the wave-like ridges of hard snow and ice in low visibility without having broken a leg. I've been dragging an almost 375-pound sled for 1,213 hours per day through the coldest, harshest place in the world, he said, adding that he had lost so much weight that his wristwatch had been slipping off, and he's scared to look at his unclothed body. Only days earlier, they had met for the first time at a hotel bar in Chile and agreed to turn their separate attempts to cross solo and unaided into a formal competition. Japan announces its intention to resume commercial whaling in July 2019, after withdrawing from the International Whaling Commission. Japan switched to what is called research whaling, but the program was criticized as a cover for commercial hunting since the meat is sold on the market at home. The environmental group Greenpeace condemned the Wednesday's announcement and disputed Japan's view that whale stocks have recovered, noting also that ocean life is being threatened by pollution as well as overfishing. The declaration today is out of step with the international community, let alone the protection needed to safeguard the future of our oceans and these majestic creatures, Sam Annesley, executive director at Greenpeace Japan, said in a statement. The Afghan Health Ministry says that yesterday's attack by a suicide bomber and 3 gunmen on a government building in Kabul killed at least 43 people. No group has claimed responsibility. The toll could rise as police continue to search the smoldering building, Interior Ministry spokesman Najib Danish said.